Good morning, everybody. Beautiful Friday, the 13th. Ugh, but it's Friday. It can't be that bad. It is a beautiful Friday. All right, guys, let's talk about a few things on Medicare and ACA. Hopefully, some of you guys join us on the live, and I want to take a bunch of questions. All right, so let's get into Medicare. Here is my post AEP list of things that all of you agents should be doing. Every single one of you post AEP. I'm going to take a note here because I'm going to put an outline. Okay. Post AEP. And then in addition to that, not only am I going to share post AEP what you should be doing, but also it's not really a dead time. I'm going to share with you the most common SCPs that you can utilize to write business from here to the end of the year. Okay. All right. So I'm going to pull my list here. Okay. I've got it. All right. So let's do that. So post AEP for Medicare, what should you be doing? Number one, what you should be doing right now is you should be recontacting all of your clients, every single one of them. Go through your list. Hopefully you have a list. Now, before AEP ended, I did post out there, hey, go to your pending status and check and make sure that every policy got issued. Reason I put that is because I screwed up. I put somebody into a dual plan that didn't have the Medicaid requirements, the full Medicaid. They should have been on the other dual plan. Little mistake. Luckily, I caught it. I rewrote it. We fixed it. Easy. Had it been after AEP, not only would my insured have been screwed, but I would have been screwed. I don't have no clue how I would have been able to fix it. Okay, maybe I could have. Who knows? But at least I caught it. All right, so post AEP. Let me share with you guys what I think you should be doing. Okay, so you contact every client. So you go through your list. Mrs. Jones. Hey, Mrs. Jones. Hey, this is Luis Moreno. I'm your agent. I don't know if you remember me. Remember we met, we talked on the phone, we whatever it is, however you solved it. Okay, Mrs. Jones. Okay, we wrote you with company, whatever. Okay, let's go. I want to go. If you have some time, I want to go over a few things that you should be aware of. Number one, you should have already received your packet. Now, if you wrote them at the end of AEP, maybe they're getting something this week, maybe next week. Okay. But Mrs. Jones, remember the plan that you enrolled in. Remember the benefits that you liked. Okay. I want to remind you of three things. Number one, you have a hospital copay of $75 for 5 days, maximum 5 days. So if you're there for 2 days, Mrs. Jones, you only owe $150. But if you're there for 100 days, okay, well, you're only going to pay $75 times 5. Okay, remember that. Second thing is you're going through the summary of benefits you're reselling. Then you're going to get to the ER. Mrs. Jones, if you end up going to the ER, a lot of seniors go to the ER by what means? How do they get there? An ambulance. Well, yeah, okay, it's great. Thank you. So an ambulance, so you have a copay for an ambulance, and then you're going to have a copay for the ER. Okay. Now, most of my clients, Mrs. Jones, what they do, most of my clients have take this indemnity plan that will take care of those three things. Okay. I'm going to run a quote here for you, Mrs. Jones. Okay. Let me share this screen so you can see what I'm doing. All right. You should be seeing my screen here for running a quote. All right. So I like to use Heartland National. There's a bunch of other companies out there that you guys can use. Pick whatever works for you. I just really like Heartland National. All right. So we're going to go here and we're going to put Mrs. Jones. All right. And we're going to put her date of birth. Now, remember, I said $5 or $75 for 5 days. That's right. So I don't have 75. So I'm going to choose 100. This easy, guys. She does live here in Texas and she's married. Okay, boom. I'm going to quickly, this is how quick I'm going to do this. Mrs. Jones, I'm going to take care of that $75 and even a little bit more. I'm going to do $100. I'm going to reimburse you $100 a day for 5 days. Okay. That will satisfy that cost that you're going to have to pay. If you go to the ER, your ER copay is $120. Okay. I'm going to reimburse you $150. Make a little money. Now, on the ambulance in my area, it's a $260 copay. I can only reimburse you $200. Okay. But this right here, Mrs. Jones, is a measly $10 and change. Measly. Most of my clients take this. Okay. Now I'm going to go the next step. And Mrs. Jones, hey, I'm going to tell you one thing, Mrs. Jones. Remember about cancer. Okay. And what you want to do, guys, you want to go do some cancer research. Okay. I used Chat GPT. I typed in there a bunch of stuff about cancer. I even did a YouTube on it. I was shocked at some of the statistics. 1 in 3 females, 1 in 2 males, highest or the most common cancers, breast cancer for women, prostate for men, bunch of other stuff, the cost. I mean, it was just how interesting all that info. So you're going to want to research cancer. Mrs. Jones, your plan either has a copay or coinsurance for therapeutic radiation. So whatever that is, and Mrs. Jones, what we know is that you're probably going to hit your maximum out of pocket. Okay. And your maximum out of pocket with this plan is maybe $3,600. Okay. But what are the odds that it's just going to last for that 1 year? It may extend to the next year, and you may have to hit another out of pocket. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to quote you $10,000. With this $10K, Mrs. Jones, this is what will happen. Upon the diagnosis of a life-threatening cancer, we're just going to write you a check for $10K. Put it in your account, pay your bills. What do you think? $40. You want to pay this with a credit card or a check? Okay. Right now we only have the checking option. You can ask for credit card and we can try to set you up, but they're seeing that when you do a credit card has expiration dates and it becomes more of a retention issue. So they prefer checking account and routing number. Okay. You plug it in. Cool, Mrs. Jones? Oh, Luis, I can't afford 40. Okay. Well, tell me, what's your budget? My budget is 30. Okay. Let me see what I can do and play with the numbers. Okay. 8,000, 34. Nope. 7,000, 31. Nope. 6,000, 28. Mrs. Jones, how about $28? But here's what's going to happen. Instead of getting a check for 10,000, you're only going to get 6. Are you okay with that? Boom. And you proceed. Okay. Now the apply, from this point, you're a few minutes away, guys. You hit the apply button. If they are 65 years old, 6 months before, 6 months after, guaranteed issue for the hospital. Okay. These questions will be grayed out. Okay. If they're not within that time frame, you got to answer these questions. Okay. Go through them. Yes, no's, yes, no's. But if you add the cancer, regardless of their age, you're going to have to answer these 2 cancer questions. And then you click, click, click. Then you send them a DocuSign to sign, and you're good to go. That easy. Okay. It is literally that easy. All right, guys, I would love some questions. I'm talking too much. Hit me up with some questions or some comments. But I will tell you this. Okay. I'm going to post my email here. And do me a favor. There is my email. Okay. Email me if you would like to get Heartland National. Send me an email. Okay. That's what you should be doing with all of your Medicare clients, guys. Post AEP workflow. All right. In addition to that, you can also cross-sell FE. You're not supposed to do it at the time of the Medicare appointment, but they're your client already. So, hey, let's talk about your final expenses, Mrs. Jones. Or are you just going to let your kids have to figure it out? Okay, most seniors don't want to burden their kids. Why don't we take care of your final expenses? So go do some Chat GTP. In fact, here's what I'll do. Check it out. I'm going to do it for you, and I'm going to share this screen. If you're wondering what Chat GTP is, guys, this is AI, and it is really, really good AI. Okay, let's go look at this. All right, I'm going to share Chat GTP. Now, I have the paid version, and it's a measly $20 a month. But let's go check out what Chat GTP does for me. So let's go here first, and let's type in what are average funeral cost in San Antonio, Texas. Boom. Okay. In San Antonio, almost $8,000, or the national average is $8,000. Okay. A funeral with cremation, 4,000. Yeah, you got some numbers here. Okay. We're rock and roll. It gives me something. Research your area. Look, what is how about this? Look, I am a Medicare agent. Really? Come on. Okay. I sell Medicare Advantage plans to seniors on Medicare. Give me some ideas, talking points, social media post, and email, social media post, text messages, and emails that I can send to my senior clients to talk about final expense insurance. Boom. Let's go to work, baby. So it's thinking, it's doing its thing. Here are some tailored ideas. Okay, you don't even have to think anymore, guys. Look at this. So post AEP workflows, AI final expense. Okay, look at this. So some talking points. Okay, it gave me some social media posts. Did you know the average funeral cost? Here we go. Okay, text messages to send. Hi, this is Luis Moreno. I'm reaching out to share information about final expense. Whatever. Email templates, follow-up emails, tips for messaging. I mean, it does it all for you guys. ChatGTP, you can get the free version. You, as far as I know, you get all the same tech that I get for the paid version. The only difference is at some point, if you use it too much, it'll cut you off. Okay. And on the paid version, I've never been cut off, and I use it a lot. Okay. Why don't you guys do me a favor? On the comments, what would you like for me to ask ChatGTP? Give me an idea. Okay. Come on. Give me. None of you all have commented. All right. Let's say, can you create or how about create a static image for Facebook about final expense. Okay, let's see what it does. Now, I don't like the images it creates, but it at least gives me some ideas. Ooh, I like that. It gives me some ideas on how I can create an image. Not bad. Now, I wouldn't use this exact picture, but why not? Okay, something like this. Now I can go take this to a program like Canva and tell Canva, hey, create, it gives you some ideas. Not bad. Okay, whatever. Okay, let's ask it, what's the average age to buy? What is the average age to buy final expense? Between 50 to 85. There we go. What's the average death benefit and premium? Most final expense range from 5 to 25. The typical is 10 to 15. Premiums vary. Look at that. Now, guys, you could even put, okay, look, let's do this. Put all this into an image into an image for social media. Let's see what it does. So now it's going to take some of that data and put it into the image. I think, who knows? But this could be like your marketer. Ooh, look at this now. Final expense. Let's do this. Make this image less religious. I didn't spell religious right. Maybe I did. Religious. Who knows? Okay. Maybe the crosses might cost, who knows? But man, this could be like your partner. There we go. Now it gives you an idea of how you can create some post, an image that you can now paste on social media. So guys, I like using, I'm going to put it on the comments. I like using canva.com. It takes a little bit of learning, but it's very user friendly, and it already has templates that you can utilize. With the free version of Canva, you don't get all of the templates. You get a chunk of them. Okay, you'll get some of them, but you won't get all of them. Okay, if you do the paid version, which I don't know how much that is, you'll get access to all of their templates. But you're going to have plenty with the free version. Okay, all right. Any questions? Man, this is pretty cool. Really, really cool stuff that you can do. Okay. All right. Let's stop sharing. Okay. Boom. Guys, ask me any questions. I'm going to move on to the most common SCPs that are used after AEP for this month in December. Most common SCPs used in December. Okay, let's go to number one. Okay, and they're not in any order. Okay, this is not the most common one, but these are the four that get used quite a bit. The first one is there have been, and this is coming from our upline. They're sharing this with us. The SCP is called this, and I bet a lot of you guys have not seen this SCP. Okay, let's put in most common SCPs. Come on. Used after AEP in December. Okay, here we go. Number one. This is number one, guys. NONMYT. Like I've never seen that. Okay, what this is what they're telling me. There have been thousands of counties worth of plans that will be completely leaving the service area. I'm going to post a little bit more here. Had no idea, guys, that this was common, but here's what this is the wording that I'm seeing on it. For members of MA, MAPD, and PDPs, plans that will be affected by a contract non-renewal. In other words, it's a plan exit. They're no longer there's either a service area reduction plan no longer available in that zipper county for the upcoming plan year. Now, this SCP, guys, will last from, let me put this on here again. Nope, that's not what I want. Come on. Okay. NON/MYT SCP last or starts from December the 8th and ends end of February. Okay. That's when you can utilize this. So approved plan consolidations. Okay, so this is what you need to be aware of. Approved plan consolidations, also known as crosswalks or migrations, are not plan exits. So they have this plan, it's ending, and the carrier moved them over to this plan. They crosswalked it. That does not count. Okay. Terminations or non-renewals, not eligible for the SAP for non-renewal. Okay, so approved. Here, I'm just going to copy this note. If you're like, what are you talking about, Luis? I can't copy the damn note. You know what? I'm going to save the picture and then I'm going to post it here. Pictures, we're going to call NON. Let's see. But I've never used it, guys. Kind of interesting. I have never, you know what? I can't post a picture. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so that's one SCP. Let's go to the second SCP. You all have heard about this one, disaster SCP. Okay, now I do have a list. If you want to email me, there's my email going across the screen, guys. I do have a list of declared disasters. I'm going to share this with you right now. Take a look at this thing. All right. You're seeing now an Excel. So these are the declared disasters. All right. Let's say I'm going to go to Texas because that's where I'm at. Okay. And it's alphabetical by state, but there's Texas. So in Texas, in these counties, I have a border security disaster declared. Okay. In Texas, I have a drought disaster in those counties. And then I have a severe storm in this area. What else is in Texas? I have Hurricane Beryl in this area. And this is the start date, 12/2, and this is the end date. So if they missed a valid election to enroll because of one of these declared disasters, then they can enroll. Okay? Very, very easy. Okay. If you would like this Excel, I'd be glad to offer it to you. Send me an email. All right. The third one. How about 5-star plans? Okay. You can use, if there's a 5-star plan in your area, that's the other one that you can use. And then finally, number 4 is the move, okay? The relocation. Now, it can't be that they move from apartment A to apartment B. Not going to happen, guys. They have to move zip codes, okay? They move a zip code, that qualifies them for the move, okay? That's what it has to be, okay? So I am going to give you a little bit more. I'm going to put all these together for you, the data that I have. There we go. Just for you guys. All right. Most common SCPs. All right, let's go in here and let's chit chat. All right, let's go with Luis. I'm working with a deaf person who is using an interpreter, so I'm not really talking with the deaf person. Okay. I'm talking with the interpreter. Does this just bring up any compliance issues? Well, the question would be, is it their interpreter somebody that they have? And do they have, no, they don't have to have POA. They're just interpreting. Okay. Are you doing this in person or are you recording it? So if you're recording it, I think you're fine. But I would do this, man. I would check with your local rep, whoever you're thinking about writing this. I've never had this question, but I think if you're doing face-to-face, well, you have your interpreter there with the client, so you're good to go. Okay. And you're kind of seeing the interpreter use the hand gestures with the client. Okay, but now if it's over the phone, you should be recording it. Okay, so I guess I would get some acknowledgement on that phone call that the person is deaf and that the interpreter is interpreting everything for the person, and you should be okay. Okay, I've never ran into that question, but you know what I'm going to do? Man, Luis, do me a favor. I know you got my email. Email me that, and I'm going to send it up to my compliance just to double check and see if there's an actual workflow for that. Good question, man. Really good question. All right. All right, guys. I am done with Medicare. I am moving to ACA. Unless somebody's got a question. Okay. There's your question. So very, very good. Yeah, I don't think it's going to bring up compliance, man, but very, very good, man, Luis. Good question. Derek, let's hit Derek's question here, Ivan. All right. Hey, Derek. Okay. So Medicare Q on drug coverage. Okay. I have a drug new to benefits, sertraline, not on her old plan, not available on the new plan. What steps would you help? Okay. Give me the zip code of this person. Type in the zip there for me, man. Sertraline. Let me see what this thing is for. Manage and treat the disorder. I never seen a problem with it, but we're going to find out. So what I'm going to share with you guys is my Sunfire tool. This is the quote and enrollment platform for Medicare. Okay, there's a zip 80129. All right. Let's get in here. Present screen. Okay, we're going to go to Sunfire. Okay, this is my Sunfire tool, and I'm going to quote and enroll. And the zip code was 80129. 80129. Arapahoe, MAPD. Let's go put the medication in right here. Okay, let's assume, I guess, you know, is it a capsule, a tablet, and what's the dosage? Okay, give me some info there. What do we have here? I think I can always change this. Let's just go to a tablet, maybe in the middle. Okay, save medication. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to go down here, view plans. Okay, I like going to X-ray. And then I can go to drug cost. Okay, well, it's covered here under one. Under this is a Clear Spring. Humana has it as a 1. United has it as a 1. Man, I don't know what's going on, bro. What's your issue on here? So, it's a capsule. Maybe that's why. Okay. Sometimes a tablet and the capsule create issues. So let's go to the medications here. Let's edit this. And what was it? It was the 150 cap. Okay. 150 capsule. Save it. All right. Let's go see what the hell happens now. All right. Let's go back to the plans. Let's go to X-ray. All right. United. Oh, it looks like the damn capsule is a problem. Okay, so look, United doesn't cover it. Clear Spring doesn't cover it. Devoted doesn't cover it. Man, get her on the freaking tablet. Okay, so now I'm probably, let's see, does that not cover it? Man, nobody covers a damn capsule. Are you sure it's a capsule, Derek? Humana, nobody's covering the cap. So, you know what? This is what I would tell most insureds. I would tell this insured, switch to the tablet. Or guess what? You want the capsule? You pay for it. Boom. Now I'm just curious. Let's go here. I'm going to, what's average cost for sertraline and then the capsule? Let's see here. 66 bucks. No, tablets cost 25. For a supply of 30. That's the tablet. Yeah. A 60 milliliter bottle of liquid sertraline costs 66. It doesn't even tell me. Either way, this is what the conversation that I would go with this is, look, Mrs. Jones, nobody's covering your capsules. You're going to have to switch to a tablet. Oh, but I want my capsules. Well, okay. Well, then you're going to have to pay for it, Mrs. Jones, unless you find a plan that covers it. But doing my little quick search here, I'm not seeing anybody cover the capsule. I mean, I'm in Aetna. They're not covering it. Elevate, not covering it. Select Health, not covering it. Humana, not covering it. Kaiser Permanente, not covering it. Perennial, not covering it. I mean, dude, it seems to me very easy. So yeah, I think that's the problem. And it could be that maybe you assumed it was a capsule and not a tablet. Okay. There's also some medications out there that are solutions, or not solutions, but sometimes you're just like, maybe you're going too fast and you click, click, click. And I've done it where they give you the capsule tablet and they give you the a solution of it, and the solutions aren't covered. So just FYI. Hope that helps you out there, Derek. All right, let's go to Gail. What software other than Agent CRM do you use for Medicare ACA to track your commissions? Damn good question, Gail. All right. So Agent CRM doesn't track your commissions, guys. Agent CRM is a communicator. Okay. It communicates between you and your contacts via email, text, phone calls that are recorded. Okay. And it does a bunch of stuff. But the program that I would use, that I would highly recommend that you use, is this one. Sure. Come on, baby. All right. It is called Agency Comp. Now, I have it. I haven't started using it. I'm going to start using it 2025. Okay. So let's go first here to Agency Comp. Okay. I'm going to give you some pricing for this. All right. Come on. That's my login. Okay. Stop sharing. I'm going to share the new video, okay, right here. So you'll go to Agency Comp, guys, and you can get a trial version. You can get the basic version, which is 100 clients or less. They all do the same thing. It's just on how many people you're going to enter. Okay. The Pro, which is up to 500 clients, $24 a month. And then unlimited clients, $39. Okay. All right. So they don't do anything more than that. Okay, now let's go share the other screen. Like I said, I haven't done it yet, but I am going to be doing it. Okay, so I'm going to log in here. Now, once the way this thing works, Gail, is you are going to take your commission statements from your carriers and you're going to upload them. So you don't have to manually do this. You will get an Excel and you will go on here and you will take your Excel for your carrier. See, I'm going to do some more training on this one, but you're going to go here and you're going to put here's where you're going to go and you're going to upload your Excel for United. Okay. You uploaded and you have all your commissions. Okay. Now, the really good, the reason you want to get this is for this one reason, is next month you upload that statement, okay? And then what you will do is you will hit reports, and you're going to go to a missing commission report. I haven't uploaded anything, but you're going to go to the missing commission report. So what happens here is, let's say you had 10 clients. Next month you have 9. It's going to highlight that one that you're missing. You're like, what happened? Well, now you can go find out. If you weren't watching this, now you can think, well, if I only have 10 clients, I can notice it on a statement. Well, wait till you have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. It's impossible for you to, I mean, obviously you're going to see the reduced commissions, but it may be a huge undertaking just to go figure out who you're missing. Well, this will give you that report. And now you can figure out, hey, what happened here? Did that person die? Did the person change plans? Did they leave me? You know, who knows? Now it's time to go to work. But I would use agency comp. It's the cheapest thing out there. Okay. And it's all that it does, guys. There's not a lot of, there's other reports. And I mean, look at, here's, you can do revenue projection. You know, it's really cool. I like it. Okay. But somewhere here, and I will have more trainings. Now, if you do use agency comp, let's just say you decide to get it, guys. I'm writing some notes here. Okay, if you decide to use agency comp, when you sign up for it, do me a favor. Okay, there's a section. God, I gotta remember it. There is a section that says FMO. In fact, I'm gonna go and find it. And you know what? I actually have a YouTube video that I'm gonna share with you guys. Let me pull this. All right, I'm going to share it with you. Here's the video, and I actually have the rep that I have the main guy doing the training. Here is the link to agency comp, or the link to the video for agency comp. Okay. I'm sharing it right now with you, Gail. Okay. Give me 1 minute because I am looking for something. Okay, here we go. I'm going to share this with you here in the post. So there is a section. Okay. It doesn't change the pricing. You know, they know about me, but here's what I would ask you to do. If any of you decide to get it, okay, there's a section on there, and I'm sharing it right here on the screen. Okay, there is the link, agencycomp.com. And then when you're filling out your info, there's a section that says BGA, IMO, FMO. Okay, that's the way they name it. Okay, but they want to know who referred you. And I get a little cut. Doesn't change your price, guys. That's the key. But do me a favor, please. Put my name on there. Okay, just put my name on there. I would appreciate. And I'm making a note to myself if you would do that. Okay, guys? Gail, hope that answers your question. If not, do me a little follow-up. Really good question. Lady B, for that SEP, is that for certain counties? Yes. When you look at that Excel, that if you email me, I'll send it to you. It tells you the specific disaster that was declared and what counties it applies to. And it also tells you the start date and the end date of that disaster. Okay, going to Derek. Most other plans aren't ideal for the reasons. Yeah, I understand. I'm with you on that, Derek. But I think, here's my guess, man, is that your lady is probably taking the tablet and you just assumed that it was a capsule. Okay, here's the other thing. Man, I am a big proponent of using, and if you go back to Sunfire, well, yeah, let's go back to Sunfire. Check this out. You know what? I got to check something out because I think it puts my social in here, and I don't want to share that with the world. Hold up. Ah, it does. Okay. Okay. Oh, you know what? I blacked it out. Perfect. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to share this with you. So if you guys have Sunfire, okay, if you have Sunfire, guys, okay, you have this thing called Blaze Sync URL. Okay, you can copy this, send it to your client, and what it does, it's loading. Give me a minute. Yep, you're seeing this. What it does is it sends your client this link. They can start Medicare. They enter your information, but they enter their meds and their docs for you. And then you get an email, and then it loads everything up directly into Sunfire. Okay. Or I tell my people before I have my appointment with them, I tell them, hey, send me a picture of your meds, please. Okay. Does it line them all up and okay? Yes, that's the way camera sounds. Take a picture of them, and take the picture of the front of the camera. Okay, I mean the front of the bottle that has the name and the dosage. It's got all the info I need. That way, we're not making any bad assumptions. All right. Go back to Luis. With ACA, is there a way to figure out what plan is the best for someone who is going through chemo cancer? Well, number one, there's nothing in the summary of benefits that's going to say this plan is better, okay, because it does something so good for chemo. No. So the best plan is going to be the plan that has that provider that's doing the chemo in the network. That's number one. Okay. Number two is now at that point, you're going to want to try to find the lowest of all the plans. And this is more of a financial, what's happening in premium versus the out-of-pocket. Okay. And you're going to start looking at the deductible because they're probably going to have to meet the deductible. Then they're going to have to go through co-insurance until they satisfy that maximum out-of-pocket. So it's just about doing math at that number. Now, you can get a little creative. Okay. What I've done with some cancer people is like, they're not working anymore. Their income drops. Have that conversation. Okay. That income drops. That'll put them in line for them to get better CSRs, cost sharing reductions that will get those deductibles and that out of pocket much lower. Okay. It's going to happen. They're not going to be able to work, guys. I've been fortunate. I haven't been a family member or somebody close to me that has cancer and gone through treatment, but they can't work. And maybe the spouse has to take care of them. So their income is also going to drop. So have a very good conversation about that income dropping because that's going to lower that maximum out of pocket for them. Hope that helps you out, Luis. If not, hit me right back up. Nicholas Valerie, how can I transition to a Medicare call center? Been an agent for a few years and a top agent at that, but I'm super worried about the red tape. Man, I would just tell you, Nicholas, what is wrong with you, bro? And I'm not being crappy or shitty to you. Ooh, I said a bad word. Oops, sorry, crappy to you. But why would you want to go work for a call center? Just to, my only guess is to get a salary. Man, if you have been a top agent for a few years, you should have your own book of business, and you should not be worried about the red tape. In fact, you should embrace the red tape because the red tape is going to push out the weak. They're going to get out of it. Like, I don't want to deal with it. Okay. The ones that are going to embrace it and you want to start a call center. Okay. Well, now we're talking, bro. Man, now we're talking. Okay. Sorry. I am with you. Exactly. All right. So let's talk. Starting a call center, doable. Okay. You have to take your own individual contract, and now you have to go get an agency license, an agency contract, agency E&O, and then you can start putting people underneath you as LOA agents, license only agents. those people have to be licensed, contracted, and certified, and they assign your commissions to the agency, and then you pay them out. A lot of stuff to it. But yeah, it can be done. It has been done. Of course, it's doable, but there's a lot of work to it. Okay. But then once the work is done, it's done. Then you just hire people. Okay. The biggest key to a call center, I have never, ever been in a call center environment. But there are two kinds of people out there. There are the entrepreneurs that will never want to work in a call center. Okay. I would, like me, hell no. I'm not going to go work for somebody, but I'm already ingrained as an entrepreneur. So I would love to open up a call center. I'm all for that, Nicholas. Now, there are and those type of people are a small percentage of the population. A large percentage of the population don't want to have the insecurity that we have. They want the steadiness, the securityness of having a job. And they're just perfectly happy. And we need those kind of people. Okay. Those are the kind of people that would work for your call center. The only problem is that those people, because that's how they are, it's hard to get them out and go find business. The entrepreneurs, they go out and, hey, I'm going to go drum up business. But those people do not. The biggest hurdle to a call center is going to make sure that they have enough people to call. Yeah, but we can talk, man. Send me an email, man. Send me an email. I'd love to help you out with that. And thank you for the channel, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, I got you. You want to start a call center. I am with you, man. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, guys. So let's transition a little to ACA, and I do have to roll. Today's a busy day. It's the 13th, and I'm just wondering. 16 missed calls, and it's ACA time, guys. I will tell you, my team is kicking ass. We just crossed the 1,100 head threshold for ACA, and we're still not done with the first part of the close of ACA. So super excited, super excited. ACA, guys, we can write business for 1/1 effective date all the way up to Saturday, right? Saturday's the 15th. No, I'll take it back. Sunday, whatever the cutoff is. I mean, who's going to be doing stuff at midnight? I mean, but there's a cutoff, and I don't know which time zone it is, but you can write business on Sunday for 1/1 effective date. On Monday, the 16th, now you're doing stuff. It's going to start February the 1st. Okay. All right. So just know that. A couple of things. I mean, it's been easy to write business. The AOR changes. I hear some agents are like, oh my God, there is no OMG to the AOR stuff. It's really easy, guys. Okay. You do two things, and I'm liking the link. All right. Talking to my client. Oops, we got an AOR. Damn it. Okay. Issue. So what I do is I send them the link and I keep them on the phone. They open up the link. The link says continue. And there's two little sections. They sign in, don't have them sign in. They click on continue. Then they identity proof themselves. And then they're just like next. They're done in like 2-3 minutes. And then you go check your Health Sherpa, whatever, your platform. And then there you are. You're the agent of record. Boom. Magical. So easy. Couple of minutes. Or you can do the call. Call that number that pops up on the screen. Have your client on the phone and tell your client this. You're going to do two things, client. Okay, number one is you're going to tell that rep after they've verified who you are. You're going to tell them that you want me to be your agent. And number two, that you're going to give me the authority for a year to talk on their behalf. And then once that is established, tell the client, hey, I'll call you when we get done. You can hang up now, take care of everything. And then once they're off, you tell that rep, hey, make sure you add me as the agent of record. Here's my NPN. Okay. All right. They do their thing and it's quick. I'm like, hey, I've already done it all. And they're going to ask you a few questions. They're going to go the attestations and you're done. It can be done, guys. It's quick. But the freaking the link, man, how easy it is. Send it to your client and they click, 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 click. Keep them on the phone. And after they've done it, okay, remember, you've already selected the plan for them. So it's already there. They don't have to go selecting anything. And then, but also here's the other good thing is that they're like, I don't want that plan. Don't worry about it. Just finish it. Okay, they finish it. You're the agent of record on it. Okay, now you can go and change the plan to something else if that's what the client wants to do. Easy, easy. All right, I will take more ACA questions now or even Medicare. Yes, Georgia. Got an email yesterday that Georgia Access sucks. Okay, Georgia Access sucks, guys. All right, luckily I have one client in Georgia Access or in Georgia. But yes, so yesterday there was an email put out for those of you in Georgia. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to pull it up here. All right, here we go. All right, so now you're seeing this email, and it says on here, courtesy email, blah, blah, blah. But pretty much here's what it says. We wanted to make you aware that Georgia Access will extend enrollment for 1/1 all the way up to December the 20th. So instead of it ending on Sunday, you're going to have 5 extra days. And I'm assuming that they're doing this because their platform sucks. So either way, they're helping out. Thank you for sharing that. I would have not shared that. I need to put that on here. Okay, let's do AOR for ACA and then Georgia Access. I got to remember what I talked about. Thank you for sharing that, Kellis, one of them. All right, guys, I do have to roll. Man, we've got another couple hundred policies to write between here and Sunday. Keep at it, guys. I appreciate the support. And email me if you want those SCPs, the most common, or not the SCPs. If you want the Excel about all the disasters throughout the country, I'd be glad to share that with you. Just send me an email and say, hey, Luis, please share the disasters, and I'll share it with you. It's an Excel. All right, guys, thanks again. A couple of things for you agents. If you are out there in the middle of nowhere, okay. Now, my agents, we have a little community. We have I do all of my training and support. But what we created, guys, let's see here. Ana, let me hit you up. Entonces, después del 15 de diciembre, todavía es OP. Yes. So after the 15th, which is December the 16th, del 16 de diciembre, hasta el día 15 de enero, January the 15th, there's still OEP, but that is going to be for February 1, para el día 1 de febrero. Okay. So I have for you guys, this is what we did. We created, all right, and I'm going to share the link with you guys. Or Ivan, share it, please. All right, so we're calling it the community, okay? But it's really just ACA and Medicare agents. And you don't have to be my agents. It could be other uplines. But what I'm realizing is a lot of uplines training and support kind of is not there. So we're doing a lot of stuff for you guys, all right? We don't want, if you want to, one of the things that we like to do, and it's kind of fun, is you give us scenarios and we'll quote them for you. Just like the scenario of I had one yesterday that it was a husband, wife, and they were being pushed off to Medicaid and she couldn't figure it out why. I thought it was an income error, but what she figured out is that she had clicked on pregnant for the woman and she wasn't. And but anyway, we do quote scenarios for you for Medicare and ACA. We're providing you with social media posts. I mean, we got a whole list of things that we're doing. And every Tuesday I have a mastermind. And I'm really pushing AI on you guys. Okay. The ability to use AI for marketing to automations. I mean, we're doing a lot for you guys. And yes, you got to pay a little bit. You know, and here's a lot of stuff. I should have scrolled down. Pre-recorded client quotes, weekly submissions. Okay, I'm not even doing, well, here we go. We're doing weekly masterminds. I like the weeklies. Maybe we'll change this from monthly to weekly and just keep doing it for you. We're helping you with ACA ad templates. Okay, we'll give you an ACA terminology PDF. The AI, guys, it's not going away. Why don't we harness the power? But it's kind of hard to harness it when you don't know how to harness it. So we're helping you guys harnessing that power of AI, just like I showed you all earlier, how to use it for your advantage. We're bringing in workshops. Now, we're insurance agents and we sell insurance, but we're business owners. We got to make sure our financials are in order. We got to make sure that we're maximizing our tax savings. We have to have good tax strategies so that we keep more of what we earn. Okay. And then how about business planning? It's just not about selling insurance all the damn time. Okay. You have got to plan. Okay. So we're going to help with that. Lead gen. Okay. Carrier specific trainings. I'm going to bring in carrier reps to come talk to us. And then some of these tech tools that I utilize, if I'm able to establish a discount for you, we're going to give it to you all here. Okay. As well as a lot of workshops on cross-selling. So it's $50 a month. All right. My guarantee to you guys is that if you tap into what we're doing, you're going to make that $50 back and then some. So it's a little investment, but you should get that ROI and blow it out the water. So if you would like to come join us, I'd love to have you. Okay. Where's that link? Ivan didn't share the link. He must have got busy, but here is the link. Nope, that's not the link. Okay, here is the link. Come join us. And I'd like to have you. And then also, if you use the link, we are giving you a discount on a lot of the stuff that I produce for agents. My ACA 101 course, you get a discount on that. My smart books for ACA and Medicare in English and Spanish, you will get that at a discount. So we'll even do some immediate savings there for you guys if you want to come join us. All right, so there's a link. We'd love to have you. And then next year, guys, I'm taking a day off my normal schedule, kind of semi-retirement. I'm only working 4 days a week at my office. My 5th day is I'm going to double down, maybe even triple on agent training. And I'm going to pour it all into the community so that you guys can succeed. And of course, we build up the community. And we're making a little money, but we're going to help you guys make a lot more. All right, guys, you got to roll. Thanks again.